Hi everyone, it's Sally here. I had such a fun day yesterday going to thrift shops with my sister. We went to a couple of little towns that are nearby that have a lot of old thrift shops. And so we spent the day looking through them and having lunch. It was just a beautiful day. We had so much fun. So the reason we went, first of all, was to go to this one that I hadn't only been to a couple of times before. But Christy said she had been there recently, and she said they've had a lot of neat stuff. So the name of the place is Harold's, and it's in Myrtle Point, Oregon. And Harold is just a super nice guy. His shop is big. It's like lots of little rooms. It's like a house. And each room has different stuff in it. And it's all very neatly organized and just so much fun to look through. And Harold was super nice. So I started looking at the books, and that's when I found this. It says Reporter's Notebook. I just thought the cover was beautiful, and of course I looked at it and I go, whoa, I gotta get this. Now I must say that all the books at Harold's are 50 cents, and I figured this one would be more than 50 cents, but nope, it was 50 cents. So it does not have a date on it. It does have someone's name on here, which is, I believe his name is Hankin. And it does say right here, lab manual. So that's what this is. I did not really know. I thought it could be actually for like a newspaper reporter to keep his notes in or whatever. Whatever it was, I knew I wanted it. So I'm going to go ahead and take the cover off because it is loose. Like I said, I don't really know how old this is, but I'm guessing very early 1900s. And I don't know if the person who had this is also the same person who had these. They're about from the same period. So I started looking through it, and what caught my eye was all of these typewritten pages. And I wasn't sure what it was until I started reading it, and then realized it's about doing lab work like a doctor would use. So it has, at the beginning, it has all the different tests, and then the page number that they're found, and each of these pages has a number. So you can use this as kind of a table of contents. And so it's all like different kinds of, tests they would do on blood and urine. So this part's all handwritten. And then it gets into the parts that are typed. So let me just flip ahead. So like different tests. This one says chemical sediment. Some go this way, some go another way. So these are all just typewritten and pasted down, I guess. Yeah. Then in the back are kind of some different things like this. Little handout here for estimating the alkali. Is that right? Alkali in the blood. Stomach contents. Oh, and then there's these drawings. This one's red blood corpuscles, so kind of things that you might see under the microscope. And there's these. Must have been done by this person. Kind of interesting. Different colors of ink. And then there's some charts in the back. That are body surface chart going by pounds and height. And then some blank pages in the back. So I thought, wow, when I saw this, I just was very happy. And so Harold saw that I really liked it, and he said, well, he goes, I have these others, they're smaller. And he showed them to me. They were in a big cigar box. So I said, sure. So I bought all of them. There were 11 of these. And that's what they, isn't that beautiful? Look at the corners on that. It's leather. And this one, I believe, has a date on it, 1901. So it's like a little account book. It has the name of the person that was purchasing. Like here is says a school district, 45 cents. That says order, paid, and then it has the amount over here. So that's, it just has month by month, goes through the year, total there for January, and so on through the months. So I don't know if the person who wrote this is the same person who wrote the other one. Could be. So there's 11 of these. This one here, very similar, has the beautiful corners. This one's a little bit more beat up. And I think it is, I think the purchase price of this little notebook was 12 cents when it was new. Yeah, this one's 1900. So lots of blank pages, but lots of writing. And this one is 1904. This one has a leather cover too with texture. $1902. $1907. So these were 50 cents each. These are pretty, like that. Look at December 1911. And it has some other years, but then at the bottom there it says 1916. So this one has different colored inks in it. And also the dollar amounts are quite a bit higher. That's a pretty one here. Leather, it's red. This one, I think it's an older one because the dollar amounts are smaller. Yeah, 1902. This one has all the way from 1929 to 1933. And also has larger dollar amounts. And this one, very similar. So I got all of those. And then I also found he had these, which I thought I might as well get these too. I don't believe they've been used. They're just those little notebooks with leather binder. There's somebody's address. Yeah, this one not. Maybe they took out all the pages that had been written on. Memo book. And this one, I think has, yeah, it does have a couple of notations. So there's that, and then this little tiny vest pocket dictionary for constant use. Dates. Has lots of little kind of like almanac type information in the back, along with the calendars. Yeah, there's a list of all the countries in the world. So, yep, this is, I just thought it was just a neat little books. These were such neat little books, I decided to get them all. I don't see a date on this. Looks like the cover's kind of coming apart. So there's that. So also at the store I found this, my sister actually found this stamp and showed it to me. It's paid with a number, a date, and thank you. And I was looking for their cases, and I saw a bunch of keys. So I got all the little ones, which I like. I can make, you know, earrings or use them on journals. So I've got a bunch of these little keys. And these came on this little pin. I thought they were kind of cute. They're screw eyes, which I can also use, you know, for turning things like Scrabble tiles and whatnot into charms. So I got those. This, I've looked at this with a magnifying glass. I'm really not too sure what the image is on here. It almost looks like somebody riding some kind of an animal. But because it has the screws on the back, I could put this on a journal as a book plate. So I kind of like that. I saw this, just kind of nostalgia. I was in high school when he ran for president, so I worked on the campaign, so I thought that was kind of cool. I actually used to have a pin like that. And these pretty little gold leaves. I mean, everything in the store, it was just so organized. So these little leaves were in a container. You know, I don't know what he charged me for them. I spent, you know, just a little over $10 at the store, and I bought a lot of stuff, including all those little ledgers. And let's see, what else? This game in this cute box. Uncle Wiggily game. It has these little cards in them. 3 hops may help you win the game. If not, I will take the blame. 2 hops for Uncle Wiggily now. He'll take off his hat and make a bow. So obviously there's more to this game. Some 2 little game pieces, but there must have been a board at one time, and that's missing. But I do love those little cards and this box. It's very pretty. Too bad it was torn there. So I also found this Monopoly game. Now, I have a Monopoly game that's old, but this one is older than the one I have. This one is, I think the date on it was 1937 or 36. And I mean, even some of the pieces look a little different than my set. Here's the get out of jail free card. And that's not the way it looked in the newer Monopoly games. So those are kind of interesting. It has the houses and the hotels, but they're made out of wood. So these are the old original kind. And little, you know, property pieces, which are in really good condition. So somebody took really good care of it or didn't play it much. And here's all the money. So very nice. The box is kind of coming apart, so be careful with it. I like the box though. And this game, I think I found this one at another thrift shop. And it's Rook, the game of games. And I mean, it comes with this whole little booklet here. And these cards, there's a ton of them. And so there's like 2 different sets, I think. So here's one set. And then this is what the other ones look like. I love the pictures on them. And then on the back, you can see they're very worn and aged. So these will be lots of fun to put in my journals. So there's that. This is not the original box, obviously, but it's kind of a cool old stationery box. So let's see. So at one of the other thrift shops, I found this. It says place cards or gift enclosures. And inside there are still some left. And they're very pretty. They're little, they open up, they're little cards. So there's some different designs. And then these little kind of envelopes here, coin style envelopes. So those were fun. And I love the box. And so then I found some books. This one here is a primer of blueprint reading. So it's actually a book about reading a blueprint, 1953. So it's kind of like a workbook, but I like the blueprints. I think the blueprints are very interesting looking. So that was 50 cents. And well, I also found, I don't know what it is about Monopoly games, but I think these cards are interesting. I found these for $1. It's just a whole set of the property cards. They're like brand new. And I found this book, The House That Jack Built. And it has some writing. It says, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Gladys Benedict. And there's no date on it that I can see, but has some beautiful illustrations on nice thick paper. The man and the maiden, the priest all shaven and shorn. So that was I don't know what I paid for that, but it wasn't very much. And, you know, after we looked at Harold's, and we spent must have over an hour in there, we went to the one, there was actually one right next door. Very big building also, but so different. It was like a total chaos in there, and it was just a mess. But my sister actually discovered these, and they put $12 on here, but I only paid $1 or $2 for these. And I think they're reproductions, but if I did a Christmas journal, I definitely would use these. They're perforated, so you can take them apart. Old-fashioned Christmas postcards. And this book here, you know, I love children's books. It's too bad that it was actually the cover has been really marked up, and I don't know if that kind of bothers me, and I probably won't try to get that off, maybe with a baby wipe. Somebody wrote 5 cents there. A kid, obviously. Probably Karen Ann Nelson, you bad girl, writing all over this book. Look at that. But when I take the pages out, that won't show. Of course, it's an Alice and Jerry book, so this is actually 40s, I would say. So it has some, you know, just beautiful illustrations. I love these books. Love the pictures. The old stories. The yellowed tape. So there's that. Look at all that marking. What a mess. Fairview School in Coquille. There is no more Fairview School, as far as I know, so that school's been out of business for a long time. Okay, so now this bag of stuff, this was given to me actually by a friend of my sister's. She was going through her craft supplies, and so my sister was helping her, and she picked out a few things she thought I might like. So this is just some, you know, some origami paper and some stickers. And so these are actually stickers. Some paper, some more stickers, and paper. I think that this lady, she was making cards, but it was been quite a few years ago. A Creative Memories pencil, one side's black, one side's white. Some cards where you just, you know, can add a photo. Those are kind of nice. And a nice big stack of cardstock. So those are nice. I mean, they're really neutral looking, so I certainly can use those. These are envelopes, which are nice also. Like those. And a set of stamps, which are pretty. Flowers. They're Stampin' Up. Doesn't even look like they've been used. So I was happy to get those things, and definitely that stuff I can use. So then I started finding paper. You know, I can always use paper, and I have a lot now, so I'm just starting to get a little bit picky. But I saw this one, and it's called a planning pad. It does have, it has graph paper in it, but look at how nice it is. It's cream colored, and the paper is very nice. So I figured I could definitely use this paper. Very nice quality. And this was something my sister found at Harold's when she went the first time. It's Filtrator coffee paper, but you know, it's kind of unusual. It's the paper is just very light and thin. I guess I'll just go ahead and open this. She actually showed me in the store another package that had been opened, so I've seen what it looks like. It's kind of an interesting paper. Not sure what I'll do with it. Let me know if you have some ideas. But look, it's just thin and light. So I don't really know what to compare it with. Sort of reminds me of those little papers like when you got a perm that went on the ends of your curls. So anyway, I have a whole package of this. I'm going to play around with that and see what I can come up with. And she also found this book for me, Audubon Animals. So I haven't really looked at the inside of it, but it was 50 cents. Oh yeah, it has really nice illustrations. The kind that are paintings and not photos, which are the kind I love, on a not shiny paper, so that's good. Yeah, it's very interesting. Wonderful pictures. I love the squirrels. Prairie dogs. So that's a beautiful book. Definitely will go with my other art books. And I found this at the Messy thrift store, which was, it was 2 stories. It was an old furniture store, so to go upstairs, you had to actually just walk up a steep ramp. And then upstairs was just boxes and boxes of junk and old furniture and, oh, I don't know. I could have made a video of that because it would have been very interesting. Stuff that I mean, you don't see places like this very often, at least not around here. So, but this is 11 by 14 paper, and it is, I don't know if you could see it, but it's cream colored. So very nice. I love the color of the paper. And I like that it's 11 by 14, and you know, that's a lot of paper. So that will be very useful. Okay, so let's see, what else? This little notebook. It was, somehow my sister got this. It was just given to her. I'll use the paper. I'm sorry, I'm not in camera all the time. And this whole bundle of paper. So, all kinds of paper. I mean, some of it's scrapbook paper, cardstock. Most of it's kind of lightweight paper. And, you know, it's standard, I believe, size paper. So, it will be great to use in journals. Oh, she found it at Goodwill, $5. That's a lot of paper. And then I found this one, the Reader's Digest Complete Book of the Garden, because I liked the paper. It's soft, smooth, lightweight paper with lots of botanicals, and some are in color. The colors are very soft, though. Well, this thing is tightly bound, and I don't think that it's been used much at all. I did see some pretty florals, yeah. There's a few nice florals in here, but look at how tight it is. So I plan on just taking this apart. I'll save the cover, but I'm gonna just pick out the pages I want and get rid of the rest, because this is gonna take up a lot of space, and I'm trying to downsize. I know I'm not doing very well at it. Okay, I think that's it, except for I did find this. I want to do another candy box journal, so I got this box of Milk Duds for my next one. I like the size of it. It has a nice, enough room for 3 signatures, I would think. And just a reminder, I'm going to announce the winner of my 500 subscriber giveaway on, so I'm going to pick it out Sunday night. Excuse me. But I'll probably announce it. I'll probably do the video announcement on Monday morning. I'm not a night person. Okay. So be sure and go back to my last video if you want a chance to win the coffee filter book, which I'm going to go get. Just hang on a second. So if you enter and make a comment underneath the video for the coffee filter book, where I have said, I think it says on underneath, enter here, make a comment, and then you'll be entered in the contest. Be sure and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm so excited to have 500 subscribers now. So I will draw one winner for this, and I think I'm going to do a second place winner too. So the second place winner will get one of these, because I only paid 50 cents for them, so, and that's way more than I can use, so I want to share. Okay, so, or write a comment under this video too. That will count also. And thanks for watching, and have a great day.